is up? It's Jason Gulick, Mark Deeds Klodzinski. He's in Houston / Katy, Texas. It's 7:30 where he's at. It's 5:30 where I'm at. We're joined today from the homie. Hold on a second. Steve Williams is joining us. So Steve, we all know he's from the UK, but now he's a Vegas transplant. But now he's back in the UK, right?
Yeah, I
Steve
dipped
Williams
in.
is joining us today. Happy Friday, Steve. What is
Thank you
up?
very much. I'm good. I dipped back into the UK to make a 48-hour reappearance, and I fly back to Vegas again tomorrow. So
Cool.
it is 1:30 in the afternoon here. So
Nice.
A 48-hour appearance in the UK. How much can you get done? And will you be able to get out back home without any issues? You're not going to get like thrown in jail or anything. It's
I'm-
just a quick
I'm
in and
hoping
out.
not. I mean, I might have my freedom of speech impinged while I'm here. Some of the things that I can say in the US, I can't say here. I'm going to
Privatize that Facebook profile.
Yeah, I'm going to fit in a London show tonight and a nice dinner. We went out for dinner last night. I came because my daughter has been across in Vegas with us for 6 weeks, which was really nice. She left high school, so she's done 6 weeks out there with us. So I brought her back. I'll squeeze in a couple of nice dinners and a London show in the West End, and then I'll fly back tomorrow and be in my own bed tomorrow night back in Vegas. So, yeah, I like it here, but not that much. So I like to get back to home, what is home now in Vegas.
Yeah.
As soon as possible.
Yes, that's awesome.
Speaking of Vegas, how are you liking the weather, the people, the scenery, the atmosphere? I mean, it's Vegas.
Love it all. Yeah, love it all. Love it all. I love being out there. It's the best place I've ever lived. I'm 46 years old and I've moved house 26 times. So I think I can speak from a place of authority. I've been around. And so, yeah, it's an amazing place. It's a vibrant place. We are right on the west side of the city in a neighborhood called Summerlin. So from our balcony, I can see Circo, which is the big hotel in downtown. I can look all the way from downtown all the way down to Mandalay Bay, so I can see like most of the hotels from the balcony. So it's nice to see it there, but it's nice to be far enough away so that I'm not in the mix of it all as well.
Yeah, it's a long walk for the homeless to get out to those other neighborhoods.
Yeah. And sometimes you see them walking from LA. They walk from LA to Vegas. So sometimes you'll see them on the I-15. Yeah, it's wild.
Migration, or the traffic cart or a buggy.
Yeah.
Beep.
Yeah.
So I just got a comparison in my head. Like Tupac, Steve Williams, I get around. He says,
that's right.
I get around.
West Coast.
So Vegas is treating you well. You got the ISCA going on. You got a convention coming up. We got a bunch of friends in the house. Deeds, who we got in the building right now?
Right now, we have Grace. Good morning. Good morning, Craig. Ula. We got Jeremy Peterson, Ryan Connor. Good morning. And Damien. Good morning, Damien. Everyone says happy birthday to our buddy Frank Rave.
Yeah, Frank. It's Frank's birthday today. He is officially a senior citizen and still as good looking as ever. 65 in the books, kicking ass, taking names, and looking sharp as shit. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to our fellow Leo brother, our brother from another mother, the madman himself, Mr. Frank effing Rave. Happy birthday, buddy. We love you.
And let's go to the segue really quick.
Good morning
since we're on
this
Frank.
Beautiful 77 Fahrenheit birthday of Frank fucking Rave. The day begun not so good. I got no electricity in my house, and I can't fix it myself at the moment. And I can't reach nobody. Can't take a shower, don't have nothing. Anyway, it's not my first rodeo. I'm not gonna work today, guys. I'm too busy, and I have dinner with my kids and my daughter-in-law, and I have to fix this problem. But I wish you all a very good day, and get that money from that glass. Use the holy water. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Use that holy water.
What a different cat. What a different cat. So,
very continental.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
He's just 500 kilometers north. Yeah, he's in the Netherlands today and every day. Loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Frank is doing his thing out in Amsterdam. Everybody's on the glass today. but we're not talking glass and window cleaning so much. We're going to talk a little bit about solar cleaning.
Yes.
And oddly enough, I'm actually getting ready to go do a solar cleaning job today. I don't do them very often, but I am really, really, really contemplating dipping my toes more into the solar cleaning industry. And I figured who better than to talk to about it than Mr. Steve Williams. You've got the ISCA going on. You've got a convention coming up. So
Yeah.
let's preview a little bit about what is different this year than last year, and tell us about it, man. Like where's it being held? What's all the good news?
Okay, so this is our third convention. So year one and year two, we held it at the facility of Ed Hulse, which is Solar Clean USA. That was in Ed's warehouse, and it was very much an experimental concept for year one. I didn't know if 10 people were going to turn up. In the end, we had 72 people turn up, which was a great turnout, we thought, for the first year's event. And then we thought, well, that's good enough. So let's run year two. So last year we had it at Ed's place again, and we had 119 people, but it was packed because Ed's place is good, but it is just literally a warehouse floor. And we utilized his outdoor section to do some demos and have the exhibitors out there. And we also borrowed some of next door's outdoor space as well, so the unit adjacent. So when it came to this year, we thought, well, we are too big for that venue now, so we anticipate growing again. So this year we've hired a full-blown event center venue, which is the Blind Center in Nevada. We've gone there because it's got multiple rooms. We are hoping to host some, if not all, of the convention in Spanish for the first time. So we're hoping to have multiple tracks mimicking PWNA and IWCA's model of getting the Spanish colleagues in there as well. So we're going to try and do that. We've got a solar carport on site, which is fantastic because we can now do live demos of robots. And also we have a drone company that's coming to do drone cleaning as well. So, excuse me, on day one, which is Wednesday, the 18th of November, PWNA definitely, I think IWCA are teaming up as well to do glass cleaning, flat surface cleaning, and pressure washing. So they're running like a mini one-day regional there. And then on the Thursday, the 19th, and Friday, the 20th, will be the bigger solar focus days. But I think some of the headline news is, for the first time, I think ever, at a convention, people will be able to see live drone cleaning for solar panels. I don't think it's been done at an event that I know of, certainly in Europe or the US. So I think we've got potentially a first for a convention there. So that's going to be hopefully bring in lots of eyes. Drone cleaning is very exciting sort of
so hot right now.
Market right now. So to bring them to the solar cleaning convention is great. We've got a really nice, classy exhibition space for all of the exhibitors to be in. We're expecting more exhibitors than ever before. They will have a bigger floor space to exhibit than ever before. And then that space on the Friday afternoon into the evening will be transformed into the ISCA Awards presentation party. So we've got the ISCA Awards party, which will take place on the Friday night, where we recognize the best of the solar industry or solar cleaning industry. So there's much to look forward to. And then we've got like a couple of charity competitions as well, which we've never had before. We've got a 10-pin bowling alley on site, believe it or not. So
cool.
We are going to have get this, you ready for this? We're going to have a solar bowler competition. I thought
solar bowler.
Thought of that name all on myself.
Rolls off the tongue. Love it.
And then we also have a pool table there as well. So we're going to have a charity pool shark competition. So we've got some extra things going on at the convention here, which we've never had before, as well as a very informative education program, which we can dive into in more detail.
So, cool. With that being said, boys and girls, unlike some of the other event spaces that we go to, we're talking about Vegas here. So bring your ones, bring your fives, bring your tens, bring your 20s, and bring your hundreds, boys and girls, because it's time to spend that cheddar, boy. And plus, I'm sure with a little bit of green felt on the pool table, a little bit of the hardwood on the bowling. I'm sure a little bit of money can be exchanging hands for any of you who are like to wager. So
Yeah, yeah. No,
uh,
it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And we in the last two events, we've sort of gone down to Costco, heated up our own coffee, bought our own food in from Costco, and tried to put on the best spread that we can. You know, we've done the best we can. This year we have their own in-house catering
sweet.
system there, so we have a cordon bleu chef that will be looking after us. So
Oui.
we will have a nice quality breakfast. We will have nice lunches. All that is included in the price of the ticket. The ISCA Awards party will have open bar for 2 hours. I'll just say that again. The ISCA Awards
I
party
don't
will
even
have
drink, and you just got my attention.
yeah,
Shit.
yeah, yeah. So we're going to have an open bar for 2 hours and unlimited hot food there as well. So we're having an unlimited open buffet for 2 hours, unlimited open bar for 2 hours. So if you want to just come and get steaming, then just turn up at the ISCA Awards party on us and get steaming there. So that's going to be good. So
Oh
yeah,
my god.
there's a ton of good stuff going on at the convention. It will be our best event that we've managed to do yet because the venue is cracking. It's really good.
Yeah. And
So
that's important.
Yeah.
yeah, and Deeds and I are looking into it. I the last time I was in Vegas, I think we stayed at the Nugget. That's like what,
Mhm.
10 minutes away, which is
Yeah.
Close enough.
I don't I don't spend a ton of time in Vegas. I don't know old town, new town, downtown,
Yeah.
uptown.
Yeah.
But if you can find a reasonable, you can find reasonable rates all over Vegas.
You got a
And
pulse and
that
$5?
Yep.
We'll waive your resort fee. Get in here. Come on.
So in terms of accommodation, we will very soon, if it's not on there already, on the convention website, which is www.solarpanelcleaningconvention.com. So easy to
Mhm.
remember, solarpanelcleaningconvention.com. On there will be a QR code because my partner, my fiance, she works in the airline industry, so we get reduced rates on hotels. We are making that code available to people so that they can enjoy airline staff discounted rates on hotels. That's for all convention
Awesome.
attendees.
Very cool.
So look out for that QR code. It'll ask you to download an app, and that app will have shed loads of discounted Vegas hotels.
Hell
Cool.
to the yeah. Hey, let me give a shout out to Corey Climus, our homie KK. Corey Climus, he
Okay.
just got
Corey,
back from Orlando. Codrine Iorga says, "Happy Friday, everybody! Time to party a little." It's 6:30 in the 5:30 in the morning my time. It's 7:30 in his time, and he's ready to party. I love me some Codrine.
Yeah.
Maya Loftus says, "Good morning, guys." And
Morning,
my buddy,
Maya.
yeah, my buddy Joe Manito from Manito and Sons says, "Will green be provided for non-alcohol window depressed people?" Well, buddy, I'll be
Nevada.
there, so there will be some green. Yeah, and also too, hey, non-alcoholic beverages too. If they're supplying some beer, see if they'll throw in some non-alcoholic beverages. Guys like myself
there will there
love a
will be
little NA.
non-alcoholic beverages there. There'll be non-alcoholic beverages there. Believe us, we got it.
Gotta
We got it.
love,
Catering for everybody. Catering for everybody.
yeah, inclusive, baby, inclusive.
That's it. That's it.
I love
We've
it.
got. We
So
also
let
got
me.
Frank Rave saying good morning. Good morning, Frank. Happy birthday. And morning, Tyler and John Lala.
Oh, and Squeegee Tom is in the building. The Prez, Scott Aaronkrantz from the IWCA popped in, said good morning, gents. Yeah, we got all sorts of good friends in here saying good morning. I'm excited to hear that I didn't realize that the IWCA and PWNA were going to be partnering with you in this. That is huge.
That's
Well,
a big deal, huh?
PWNA definitely are. Scott, if you're listening, want to
He's
get you guys
listening.
on board as well. So yeah, I want to get IWCA there, but PWNA definitely are in. So if we can
Cool.
get PWNA to run outdoor classes in the morning and IWCA do some teaching classes inside in the morning, and we flip them around, so IWCA doing outdoor demos in the afternoon and PWNA doing classroom stuff in the afternoon, that's a great day one for our event. So PWNA are definitely in, just trying to persuade the IWCA to climb on board as well.
Fingers crossed.
Get it done, Scott. Get it done.
You going to House Slytherin, Gryffindor? Where are you going, Jason?
I don't know, man. It's Friday, brother. I'm in a good mood. I was so stressed out yesterday. I had this big job that So Billy and I went to do this job last month. We do it monthly. It's a big gig. I took my Max Pure Plus out there, and the flush valve is broken on it. And so I was stressed out. And then I got it all replaced, and we went out and did the job yesterday. I was not looking forward to going to do the job. I was stressed the fuck out all morning long. We got there and got it done in less than an hour, and it made me super relieved. And now today, I wake up this morning. I got that solar gig, and every time I have a big gig that's lined up, I get stressed out. But I wake up this morning and I see your lovely face, Steve, and Deej, your lovely face, and I'm in a good mood, and everything is a-okay. I'm coming up aces today. It's Frank's birthday. We got the huge in like 2.5 weeks, and then 2.5 months. We got the solar cleaning panel convention. It's like life is good, bro. We're on a roll today. We're on a roll.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Yes.
It's Friday.
So is it 1 or 2 o'clock I'm sorry, it's got to be 3 o'clock in England, or what time?
It's currently 10 to 2 in the afternoon.
Gotcha. Neat.
Yeah.
Is it not raining? Weather's good?
Weather is unusually good. Yeah. Unusually
nice.
Good. We're going to hit 70 degrees and some sunshine today.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible weather. Yeah.
I don't even get that at nighttime.
That's good.
Feels like winter.
Yeah, that's good solar panel cleaning weather.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yep.
Hey, let's give a quick good morning shout out to Ryan McGowan. And just so you know, too, Scott Aaron Kranz says, "Come on, Steve, we'll be there. I told you already we'd be there." So
there we go. Okay.
There he goes.
Locked in. That's good.
Squeegee Tom says, "I wish my job was just going to conventions." That sounds like a good job, too. Good morning to Tyler Blue. John Magdo says he's a little late to the party. Good morning to Tyler WCR and Jessica Battle Squeegee Chick. Good morning to everyone.
Guys. And Squeegee Tom, shout out, thank you. He just mailed my. I had a WCR mug that I had left in his RV when he went coasting, and then it malfunctioned. So yeah, I just got my cup back. I appreciate it. I've used it a few times. Thank you for the extra lid, Tom.
That is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
That is hilarious. So yeah, we had a good time at the convention in February. What was your biggest takeaway from that event? And did you take some, or did you borrow some of the goodness that you found while you were there and implement it into your event?
Yeah, so I'm always looking at the setup of conventions as much as I am the content, right? So I've been to conventions in the UK, Europe. I've done window cleaning, general cleaning, lots of solar industry events. The solar industry events are really interesting because they're exactly the same venues as the window clean events, but they're 3 times the price on everything. So the ticket is 3 times the price. All the classes are 3 times the price. It's just a much more expensive industry. That said, the rewards of being in the solar industry are 3 times as well. So I have my window cleaning company for 26 years, which was a property cleaning company as well. I ended up selling that just to focus on solar and I never thought I'd move away from window cleaning, by the way. So I moved away from that because the profit making that I could do in solar was so much greater. So it allows you to go to these more expensive events. And then also, I went to Mandalay Bay about a month ago to the NFPA event, which is the National Fire Protection Association. That was a mind-blowing event in terms of what I learned in terms of health and safety to do with solar cleaning, because one of the big pushbacks we get from solar panel cleaners is, well, solar cleaning training is not compulsory. Well, it is. If you look at OSHA and if you look at NFPA, it is mandatory. It is compulsory. You have to prove that you are competent to work around live electrical equipment. And I think that flies under the radar way too much. So, that was one of the big takeaways. So I tell you what I learned about the elevator. I learned how organizations could come together, collaborate, do so professionally and create a bigger event for each other. And it wasn't just that they had double the amount of people, it's the knock-on effect. So that effect multiplies across the whole event. So I was looking at, how the event was organized and trying to bring some of that professionalism into what I do with the solar cleaning convention. And it was a big part of when I look around at what the drone cleaners were able to do and the pressure cleaners and the window cleaners. I thought, yeah, I need a different venue than a warehouse floor to give people the best event that we can give them. So that's why we're going to the Blind Center of Nevada in Vegas for this event. It's like 10 minutes from downtown. It's a great location.
Yeah, and that was the other thing too, is like when you sent us the info on where it was going to be at, and like I mentioned, Deeds and I already started looking up event spaces, and I know it might not. I mentioned the Golden Nugget because that's where we stayed last time for the IWCA, and knowing that it's only like 10 minutes away from that location was great.
Yeah.
There's a Chick-fil-A inside there.
And there's a Chick-fil-A inside there, but also I think he and I still get like these little
it goes to my
emails.
spam mailbox. Yeah.
Spam mailbox about really, 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 really low / free rooms. So if you guys are at the IWCA in 2025, be on the lookout for those to try to take advantage. Steve also just said that he's going to set us up with room rates and flight rates and all that good stuff. So quit trying to find excuses on reasons not to go, and find an excuse and reason why to go. You also mentioned some drone cleaning. Have you had the opportunity to get behind the joystick or the controller on? You have not.
No, not yet. I'm hoping they're going to give me a blast when I'm there at the convention with them. Yeah. So it's Ahartech who we've got going. They were the people who were at the Elevate convention, Ahartech. So they're coming out to the Solar Clean convention. Yeah.
So I had the opportunity. Lucid Bots is a drone company. They're based out of North Carolina. They were doing they were doing like a freaking national tour, and they were popping at different hotels and places. And I remember one day I got an email saying, "Hey, we're going to be in the Phoenix area if you want to come check it out." So I roll over there, I check it out, and it was pretty dope. I got my hands on the machine. I was able to fly the machine, able to watch others manipulate it and control it, and it was pretty eye-opening. I would like to be able to check results later. So I'm really hoping to, at this event, be able to see what it looks like before and after. That was the one downside that I did not take away from the last time that I was able to do something like this, was being able to view what the room or the windows look like from the inside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you from the outside, 5 stories down, sure, it looks clean.
Of course, yeah.
But then from the inside, maybe we can figure out a way to see what it looks like from the inside.
And I think with solar cleaning, we all know what the robots can do. Okay, we've all got. There's so many videos out there of what the robots can do. What I like about the Blind Center of Nevada is they've not got their solar carport cleaned yet. They're not going to have it cleaned before we arrive. So what I'd like to see if we can arrange is get 2 drones in the air, one to film the actual array before it's cleaned, and carry on being in the air while it's being cleaned with the drone, and stay in the air until it's dry to give us that end result. So if we can get that arranged, I think that'd be sweet to get that done, because there is a lot of skepticism around solar panel cleaning with drones. I think there's also applications with drones that are not being explored by solar panel cleaners, and I don't want to give too much away here. I'd rather we save it for the convention. But there's things that I don't think people are thinking of with drones. A lot of the skeptics saying it can't provide you with a final finish. Do you need it to do that? That's my question. So I think there's at least 2 other ways that drones can be incorporated into the arsenal, if you like, of solar panel cleaning tools that may not be the end result, but still give really, really good additions to the cleaning process.
Drones.
It's what they do.
Yeah.
So we're talking about this event coming up. The dates you said 18th, 19th, 20th?
Correct. 18th, 19th, 20th of November. Tickets are available at www.solarpanelcleaningconvention.com. The other thing important to mention as well, so some people call this the ISCA convention. It was the ISCA convention in year 1, okay? It's not the ISCA convention now. This event is being arranged by a marketing and events company called Operantis. So ISCA are a sponsor of the event, not the organizer of the event anymore. So again, we've expanded. We realized that we need additional help to do this. So we've now got an events company that will be organising the convention. And so ISCA are a sponsor, not the organizer of the event longer. So it's just now solar panel cleaning convention.
Yep.
If I can, I want to talk about what ISCA have got coming at that event, though, if I can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let's go for it.
So I went to the NFPA convention at Mandalay Bay, as I mentioned, and NFPA are very famous because they wrote the National Electrical Code, the NEC. So that is now adopted across the whole of the US, but it was put together by an organization. And then NFPA have written a plethora of other codes to help with all sorts of industries along the way, all tied in with the theme of fire. I've looked at those codes. I've looked at OSHA codes. I've looked at HSE in the UK codes. I've looked at EU OSHA codes. I've looked at Cal OSHA codes. So I've read many codes, which is not very excited, but it's what I have to do for my job.
That's what robots do. They read code.
Off the back of all of this, there is a huge gap for a solar panel cleaning code. So I've put one post out on Facebook about this so far, but we are in the process of having it formatted. So we're nearly there now. But ISCA will be releasing the 1001 code, which will be the first national and international code for solar panel cleaners. It will be a version 1. No doubt people will go through there and they might be able to pick a few holes in it or provide some additional information, which we want that sort of feedback.
Hey, groundwork.
But it's going to be probably a couple of 100 pages long by the time I finish writing it all and by the time it's all been formatted. So it's going to be an in-depth document so that if anybody wants to get into solar panel cleaning, they're going to be able to access that code and see exactly in the perfect world how it should be done. Now, I know that we all don't live in the perfect world, but it is nonetheless the North Star document is what it will be. It will be the guiding document for the whole of the solar panel cleaning industry. So we've got that coming up. That will be released in time for the convention. But prior to that, and we're hoping to have this out in early September, again, is a first, and no one knows about this apart from you guys now. So this is a Goo and Deeds podcast first and an exclusive.
Exclusive.
We are releasing the first ISCA solar panel cleaning annual report.
Neat.
So this has never been done either. So this is looking at the state of the market currently, how technology is progressing, where technology will go in, where the industry sits in terms of standards and safety, and where it will continue to head off into. So ISCA is famous, I think, for its training courses, but more than that, it's turning into more of an educational institute where we're going to be providing things like an annual report and full-blown codes. I mean, this will be belt and braces, this code, when we release it. So lots of good stuff going on, as well as the usual training.
Sounds exhausting, but thank you for what you're doing for the industry to keep everybody safe.
No, thank you very much. It is exhausting. It's a lot of work. The code, the ISCA 1001 code, is my most in-depth piece of research work that I've done. And anybody who's known me for any length of time knows that I'm a researcher by nature, and I've done some very detailed work in the past, but this has taken probably close to 2 years to put together. So it's a very much it's a work of art, really. It's taken a lot of time to put.
It's like a thesis. Turned it in for a PhD somewhere,
Yeah, it's a piece. When it's released, people will go, "Wow, I didn't realize there was so much involved in solar panel cleaning. I thought it was just another window," and they will quickly realize that it's not just another window. Yeah,
no doubt. Yeah, kind of charged topic.
Yeah, highly charged.
Hey, I wanted to give a shout out. Luis Martinez says, "Morning, Steve Williams is the man."
Hey, Luis.
Yep.
We got a couple other friends. Adam Hogan Jr. is in the building. Nick Anderson, Austin Moyer popped in as well. He said, "Good morning, fellas." They are still doing. They're doing their run for the Parkinson's Foundation. So if you guys have not donated yet and you'd like to help out Austin and Maya, give them a shout. You can check them out, Maya Loftus, Austin Moyer on Facebook. Also look up the Parkinson's Foundation. They are doing great things to help generate money for that cause. So give them a shout and help them out. Another thing too is I'm seeing in the chat. I don't know if you know this or not, Steve, but we're giving away tickets to the huge convention, which is
Okay.
coming up in about 2 weeks. We have a bunch of winners that we will be giving codes to. I promise you, I will get those codes to you by no later than the next 24 hours. I will have that information, those codes to all the winners by 10 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow morning. You will likely have it this afternoon. But in case I don't get it there, I'm giving myself a little bit of breathing room. So you guys will have them. I promise. I
Un
promise. I
poquito.
promise. Un poquito.
Yes.
Un poquito. Just give me a little bit of time. I promise.
A little
I
bit.
promise.
Anyway, are you going to be on a roof today at all, Jason? I just wanted
I
to
am.
highlight some safety gear for roof stuff. I don't do steep roofs. I'll do easy walkables. But these Cougar pads, awesome, or Cougar paws, awesome set of shoes that you should have in the truck. Just, but I'm not sure if the solar panel, if it's safe to be on a roof. It probably isn't, right? You got to do it all from the ladder on the side, or it just
No,
depends on
I'm doing it on a roof in my croc van things. I'm totally probably unsafe, but I'll learn. I'll learn what not to do today, and then in 2 months I'll get everything done right. So now
That's
I'll
right.
make sure that I'm safe today. Everything's a go. But again, this is why I plan on going to this event. I want to make sure that I'm properly prepared, and I have pretty much all the right tools. And I have the safety gear. I got INSA poles and all that stuff too. So I'm good to go on that aspect. My main
Yeah.
concern is making sure that I am aware of my surroundings, and I think that that's pretty much common. That's you
Yeah.
always want to be aware of what's around.
Look up, look out. Remember Jason.
Look
But
around.
yeah, look around. I had
Absolutely.
a job last week or a week, yeah, last week cleaning gutters, and it was a one-story gutter cleaning. But what was weird is they had the power line coming to the house. Usually it's all underground in my area or really super high, but it was coming from the power pole down to a one-story house. So just me picking up the ladder and moving it, I would have hit the wire, the house wire. So I had to like move everything kind of like sideways and be careful with it. So you're right. Always look around, be careful, do a 360 check. But the INSA poll will help keep you safe.
Absolutely. Can I run through some of the schedule parts for the convention as well,
Of
guys?
course, bro.
Mhm.
That's what we're here for,
Let's
man.
jump back into
Everybody
that.
needs
Yeah.
to hear this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about it.
So we've got the winner of this year's, last year's now. No, it's not. It's this year's. This February's PWNA President's Award. So Trevor Shamblin, he's going to be talking about how to make your water work more efficiently for you. So there's lots of people that know lots of things about water, but me personally, I think Trevor is a guy I've met many occasions. He seems to just know everything that there is about water. So he's going to be talking on that topic. Then we've got Fred Brooks. He runs a very sizable solar panel cleaning company and maintenance company over in Hawaii. He's going to be deep diving into solar cleaning pre-inspections. So what do you need to look for before you even hit the panels with any water? Lots of people, they want to jump into commercial work. So Josh Lane, he's ISCA certified. He's going to be talking about how to win and how to handle commercial work. And then Austin, who we've referenced, who's watching today, Austin, he won the 2025 Jason Knight Safety Progress Award from ISCA. And
Cool.
he's going to be talking about using safety as a business growth strategy. So
As a model.
That's really, really interesting. So when I go around teaching, I teach people how to make profit in their company from safety measures. People think that safety is going to slow them down. They think their customer won't pay for safety. Actually, if you learn the right things, you can turn safety into a profit maker for you. So Austin's going to be using that and talking about that. I mean, he's been to many of my classes, so he's going to be talking on that topic. And then later I'm going to be talking about new safety standards for solar cleaning. So as I've mentioned, it's very much the Wild West out there. It is a regulated, or it's going to turn into a regulated industry. There's no two ways about it. People like IREC are getting involved. People like NFPA are getting involved. And
Shocking.
then supporting, supporting organizations and the work that PWNA and IWCA are doing as well will, over the next 12 months, both those organizations will be releasing safety documentation, which will help people around solar cleaning, because it is live, energized work, and anybody who thinks that they don't need training for that is a bit crazy. There's no, I mean, this is a challenge to anybody out there. Try and find me vocation anywhere in America where you're allowed to work around live energized equipment and not require training. Okay, so I haven't found a single job that allows any of us to do that apart from solar panel cleaning. So there are safety standards that are inbound, and then we've got a company coming in from the UK to talk about PV fires. Anybody around LA will know about the Boyle fire, and there's lots and lots of solar fires going on at the moment. They happen for many reasons, and they are evidence again that training is needed, because what's a fire on a Wednesday is an electrocution risk to a solar cleaner on the Tuesday. Okay, sure. These things don't happen overnight. There is a lead up to these fires, and anyone that has a fire has an electrocution risk minutes or the day or the week previous. So it's important that we understand that. So the company from the UK is going to be bringing a product over called ArcBox, which is a great upsell for anyone that's solar panel cleaning, to add ArcBox onto their client systems. Won't give too much away about that, but it's a really, really good thing. So that's a world first product that we're bringing to the convention. And then lastly, a big problem in the industry right now is insurance, because lots of people are struggling to get sensible prices for insurance for solar cleaning. People are having their policies revoked. There's a company, an insurance company called Next. They were offering solar cleaning and insurance policies. They've pulled that from the market now. So insurance and getting insurance for solar cleaning is a problem. So we've actually got someone from the insurance industry coming to speak to us on that topic as well, to see how we can get sensibly priced solar panel cleaning insurance. So there's a wide range of topics there on the convention program, but all of which are practical and helping people build their business.
Hey, I got a question for you, Steve. So, I've dabbled in this for the last 2-3 years or whatever, and I've probably done, I don't know, 10, 20 houses tops, right? Like, it's not my jam, but I do it, and the tools that I have will suffice, and they'll do it. What would be the benefit to somebody to getting a robot or a machine like a pushing, rotating brushes, as opposed to a water-fed system with just a stationary brush?
So, a couple of things to unpack there. First off, I'm a big advocate of the Interpol, a big advocate of that product. I've asked Chris and Alex only last week if they will make Section 1 an Interpol as well.
Yes.
Because I think they're doing sections 2 to 10.
And I've got 2 to, that's what I got.
Yeah. So 2 to 10 pole is great, but if you're thinking about overhead power lines, then you're Section 1, right, is the one that's going to make the contact. And also when you're panel cleaning, it's Section 1 that's the likeliest to have that electricity pushed into it if there's a fault on the system. So I think they're going to go ahead and do the Section 1 on the Interpol as well. Having an Interpol, I can't emphasize this enough. It's not enough. It will not protect you necessarily from electrocution if something goes wrong on a solar array, because there's other ways that the electricity can reach you via the outside of the pole. Okay, so if water is on that pole, if your hands are sweating, then you're not insulated in the same way as you are when your hands are dry, for example. So Interpol alone, and as I say, I'm a massive advocate of it. We're getting towards safer water-fed poles for solar cleaning, but using that pole on its own is not enough. You still need the additional PPE. When we shift our focus onto rotating brushes, all we're doing is shifting the risk. So you're not eliminating the risk if you're going to use a rotating brush. You're just moving the risk into a different area, and you're changing what the risk profile is. The ISCA trainings go into that in more detail. So the robot, yes, that creates distance between the physical person and the panels being cleaned. But again, and ISCA is developing, again, I'm giving away a load of information here, but ISCA is developing a robot safety course, helping people to realize what dangers are in robot cleaning that are not present in water-fed pole cleaning. And again, you're taking some risk out of the equation, but you're putting other risk in. So, for example, if your robot fails, and certain brands fail often, but if your robot fails and you're on a roof and that robot is 10 rows away from you, it's a 75-kilogram robot. You're not going to be able to
Get the
drag
hook.
it to you. You've got to go rescue that robot. So, what is your rescue plan? So, if you have to physically go and rescue that robot, you're then bringing different types of electric shock and electrocution risks into the equation. So all of those technologies, Jason, that you mentioned are great technologies, but all carry their own risk. You're just changing the risk profile. You're never going to eliminate it because you're working on energized components all the time.
So let me ask you this then. So all the tools have a different specification, and or each roof is going to be different. Let's say you have access to multiple different ways to clean solar panels.
Yep.
I guess it's like water fed or traditional. You're going to choose what's right for each roof and each solar panel setup, correct?
That's correct. Yeah. So ideally, you'd have different equipment for the different jobs. So in my in my solar cleaning company, for example, I've got 3 robots, I've got a rotating brush, and I've got poles galore. So depending on what I need, I'm going to reach for the right tool. The only thing I don't have in that arsenal at the moment is the drones, which is why I'm interested to see what the drones can bring. But I've got two big robots, I've got a little robot, I've got a rotating brush, I've got water-fed pole, and there's a place for all of it. We will use all of that equipment as well. We will use robots, we will use rotating, and we will use water-fed. So, but I can't emphasize enough that water-fed poles as an industry, and this is globally, no one has quite cracked the nuts of what will make a safe solar cleaning pole, and nor will they as a standalone product, because, as I say, electricity can flow into the body down outsides of products as well. So you can have an insulated pole, but still the electricity can reach you. So what I'm trying to do with the water-fed pole manufacturers is educate and teach as to what will make us safer, with the R on the end, what will make us safer water-fed pole for solar panel cleaners. And they are listening. People are climbing on board. There are specific tests that need to be done. And as other modifications that need to be made. I don't know what version you've got of the Interpol in your hand there, Mark, but are there any metal nuts there in the clamp?
One, two. Oh yeah, that's definitely some nutty action. Conductive.
Yeah, so it's conductive, right? And that's where your issue is. It's not necessarily just the electricity flowing down the pole. It's the fact that it can arc into those metal parts. So again, we're developing and educating the water-fed poles so that they are totally non-conductive, a mix of maybe fiberglass and Kevlar in the pole. So it's stiff, but it's rigid and it's non-conductive. Taking out every single metal component. Not wearing jewelry. I have a gold ring that I wear. We don't wear jewelry when we're panel cleaning. So, you want to reduce the conductive nature of those poles as far as you can. And I can tell you from experience, there's not a single pole manufacturer that has nailed it yet, but they're all on that journey of making the adjustments, which is great to see.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And it is cool that Zero is coming out. Zero did take the time and the care to start building and producing this pole. So that is really cool of them to have the foresight and the compassion. I mean, they're also giving them away at cost. So they're really inexpensive. So get on zero.com and grab an Insipole, guys. Get one size larger than what you've got, but get at least one section just to kind of help yourself.
I've got one. I've got the Zero solar pole, and I've got Insipole sections on the bottom of it. So we do use it because it's safer than using a normal carbon fiber pole. So as I say, it's safer. You got to take note of that R on the end. We're looking for safer products. There will never be a safe water-fed pole for this thing.
So the reason I was asking about the rotating brushes, the robots, and the standalone brush / water-fed pole, which do you find to be the most effective and quickest?
The quickest is going to be a water-fed pole because there's virtually no setup time. You just plug and play. So if you just want to grab something and clean half a dozen panels, that's going to be your go-to. On residentials, probably a rotating brush will be the quickest way of doing 20 to 40 panels. And then the rest on the commercial side of things is dictated by the pitch of the roof. So if you've got a steeper roof, none of the robots are going to stick to that. So you've got to reach for your rotating brush. If you're on a shallow pitch and you've got, 200 panels upwards, you're probably going to take time to set your robot up. I find anything less than 200 panels, it's not worth getting the robot out of the box for. So, anything probably up to 50 panels will be a water fed, or not up to 50 maybe. Depends. If it's on a house, you're probably going to go for your rotating brush. If it's a very small array, then you can just grab a water fed pole.
I average like 30 to 35 panels here in Houston. Is pretty much the average.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to hit brush. I think I'm going to hit 29 here in just a minute. I'll break out the PWP. I got a big fat 22 or 24 inch brush, and I'll just scrub.
Yeah. Rinse, baby.
And don't worry about it. If anybody out there is listening, they've got nothing more than water-fed poles. Don't think you can't get into panel cleaning. When I started panel cleaning in 2012, there were no rotating brushes and there were no robots. They just simply weren't commercially available. So I had to wait for the technology to catch up with where I was. I knew I wanted it and I knew I needed it because there were certain arrays that I couldn't access with a water-fed pole. The panels were physically too far away from where I was stood. So I had to wait for the technology to catch up with where I was as a cleaning company. But the biggest system that we did just with water-fed poles was 189,300 panels, and they were ground-mounted. So that's a big site. There are way bigger ground-mount sites out there now, but at that time, that was a 40-megawatt site. We cleaned it all with water-fed poles and tanks on trucks. And so don't think that you can't get into this if you've just got water-fed poles, because you absolutely can. You won't be as efficient as the other guys, but it doesn't mean you can't do it. You grow some decent traps, some decent lats. You'll put an inch on your neck by the time you've finished doing 189,000 panels with a water-fed pole in your hand.
I'm sure many of us started when we first started. I remember cleaning panels with, like, I was cleaning windows. I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I had somebody ask me, "Hey, can you do these?" And I'm like, in my late 20s, early 30s, sure, I can do that. You just make them look better than they did before you started. That was the deal. But things are now different. So
it's definitely professionalizing as an industry, and that electrocution thing, when you explain it to people and you break it down, it's amazing. Like I did 2 lots of trainings last week with ISCA. One was a public class here in Vegas, and people bought tickets and came to it. But I did private training for a company in Tyler, Texas. So I went out to Superior Window Cleaning. I trained all their guys, and like the management came to me and said, the guys are saying this has blown their minds, we knew that there were some risks around solar cleaning, but we had no idea of what could go wrong. And also, we show the injuries that people can sustain as well from electrocutions and from electrical burns. And when you show those different voltages, as here's a 100 volt dry DC burn injury, here's a 200 volt dry DC burn injury. When you're dealing around solar, you're getting up to 600 volts on residential, 1,000 on commercial, and 1,500 on utility scale. So when you're dealing with those sorts of voltages and you show people the electrical burns and the electrocution injuries that you can get from those voltages, it makes people stop and think straight away. And they go, okay, well, I really shouldn't be touching any solar panel without all the PPE. Right? No, you really shouldn't. So this is where the industry is heading. It's just an education process, that's all.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you right now, just speaking to you and chatting with some of the other homies and knowing exactly where this industry is going and knowing where I'm trying to go too. Like, I'm trying to level up my business. I'm trying to add solar cleaning. I'm contemplating adding Christmas lights. These are just some of the extra things to help elevate my business to the next level. And if we're all trying to level up or add revenue to our streams, add revenue to our business, we got to be responsible about, hey, Floyd, chill, about how we're doing it. So, you got to mute. Deeds, go ahead.
These I got leather gloves. Are these good for holding the pole? I mean, is it a good less conductivity, or does it just make your hand sweat?
It depends on the rating of the glove. So
Okay.
they need to be a class. So when we teach the ISCA training, we're teaching people to use class 0 electrically insulated gloves. That's for residential and commercial. And then if you're stepping onto utility scale or anything ground mounted, you need to go to a class 1 glove. So it's all to do with the electrical rating rather than the material. So
Gotcha.
if you've got a rubber glove on that's class 00, for example, that's rated to 500 volts DC. Well, if you have an 800-volt DC shock hit you through those gloves, it's going to melt the glove to your skin.
It's your fit,
You won't be protected.
Johnny
So
Tremaine style, you're stuck with
yeah.
it.
So it's not necessarily the material that your glove is made from. It's about making sure that you have the correct rating. So any old glove, and then also in the foundation training, we show people a couple of photographs where people have had the incorrectly rated glove on, and that is a worse injury than having no glove on. So no glove will begin to take the skin off your hand, wherein an incorrect glove will melt that glove to your skin.
Fusion,
so then
not good.
Arrive in the ER, they've got two options. They can either peel that from you piece by piece, and that'll be agony, or they soak your hand in a chemical to dissolve the rubber glove off your skin. That's agony as well. So you've got to pick your poison.
Dude, now I don't want to go clean any solar. Why are you doing this to me, Steve?
Yeah. Well, it is just inherent risks in the job, you know.
No glove, no love.
Yeah, this has been the message for years, but I think it's been tough because I've discovered that the hardest thing in this is changing people's mindset. Okay, this is the hardest change. There are now more and more people with the correct mindset, and they are spreading the word. So more and more people then will not do it the old way. They will want to do it the correct way. And people, and then you get the odd joker that says, "Oh, I've cleaned panels for 8 years and I've never had an accident." Well, you can drink and drive and never have an accident for 8 years as well. You can do that every night for 8 years, but eventually you will have
one time.
Yeah,
X don't give it to you.
So a length of time doing something incorrectly is no proof that you're doing it right.
100, 100, 100. Well, listen, gang, we're about ready to wrap up the show for the day. It's 6:25 on the West Coast, 8:25 over there, 2:25 in the UK. So let's go ahead and wrap this bad boy up. I want to give some thanks real quick, though. Steve, it's always a pleasure having you on the show.
Always a pleasure.
And I am so excited for you to get this show under the road in November. We're really looking forward to helping you promote this event, and I know that it's going to be a fun time. Vegas in November sounds like a hoot. Yeah, man, I'm excited.
It'd be great. And again, tickets available www.solarpanelcleaningconvention.com. But we're gonna have the best year ever there. We're gonna have the best event ever. The education will be better. The demos will be better. To have an on-site solar carport is a big step up. To have on-site caterers is a big step up. To have the drone cleaning guys there is a big step up. So you're going to be able to literally see robots next to each other as well. That's the other good thing is probably any events where you can have all these robots stacked up next to each other. You can see them, you can feel them, you can lift them, you can touch them, you can see how they're clean. So if anybody's thinking about getting into solar cleaning, it's the place to be. If anybody's been in solar cleaning for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, even you guys will learn something that you didn't know before.
Hell yeah. Well, you've been on the show before. You know how we wrap up. Is there anybody you'd like to give some shout outs and some love to before we get out of here?
I would love to give Maya Loftus's niece some love after she fell over last week. So, I mean, what those guys are doing in terms of the running for the Parkinson's is amazing. So, yeah, I hope that your knee is feeling a lot better this week than it was last week, Maya. I hope you carry on with the running.
Carry on.
So that's cool. I think it's such a good thing what those guys are doing. I think it's great. So, yeah, shout out to Austin and to Maya for the efforts that they're putting out there.
Absolutely. Deed, you up or you want me to go?
No, I'll go ahead. Happy birthday, Frank. Make today a great day. Enjoy the hell out of it. Be safe. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We appreciate you, Steve. Thank you for coming on and giving your insight and letting us know about the convention coming up. We're excited to be part of that. And everybody else, just thank you. Make it a great weekend. Hopefully your Fridays got you busy. You're slinging some studs today or cleaning gutters or washing something. So get at that. Get some money. change your rubbers and update your Google My Business profile, guys.
Change your rubbers, clean something, do something, be productive.
Productive, yeah.
Give somebody a hug, give them a high five, give them a thumbs up. Yeah, be safe, do something. I hope your passion buckets are full, everybody. Like Deeds told you, change your rubbers, change your resin. Yeah, man. Thanks to WCR, thanks to Zero, and thanks to Sorbo for hanging out, allowing us to post in pro, and just for being good dudes. And yeah, man, I guess have a great weekend, everybody. Happy birthday, Frank. We'll catch you guys on Monday. Same bat time, same bat channel, 8:30 Eastern. Yeah, and we'll be there. And don't hang up, Steve, because we got to chat some more for a sec. So I hope everybody has a great weekend. Tune in next week, and we'll catch you then. Stay up, stay gold. Woo.